Greetings, friends. Today we're going to read a book called Like Me and You. This book is about children just like you. If you look at the front cover, I see little kids from all around the world. Do you see all the different kids? This book is really important. It talks about how important you are and how important all your friends are. Even if you don't live in the same place, even if you don't look the same, even if you do different things, that we're all special and we can all be friends. Let's read Like Me and You. Here we go. Janet lives in England. This is a country far away, friends, far away from us. But do you see Janet right here? She's mailing a letter in the mailbox. In her country, England, the mailboxes look very different. Pierre lives in France. Do you see Pierre? He's mailing a letter too. Now look at that. He's handing it right to the mailman. Bonnie lives in Canada. Canada is a country very close to our country, and it's very cold up there. Do you see all the snow? And look what Bonnie's doing, everybody. Do you see her mailing a letter? She's putting it in her little mailbox. So all these friends are doing the same thing. They're mailing a letter, mailing an envelope, but they're doing it in different ways because they live in different countries. Ahmad lives in Egypt. Do you see Ahmad? He's got his letter in his hand, and it looks like he might be putting it into a bigger envelope. Moshe lives in Israel. That's another country, far away from where we live. There's Moshe. Look, he's writing the letter. I see him right there. You see him writing? And it looks like his little sister is helping. She's got an envelope, and she's handing it to the mailman too. All of these friends live in different countries. They do things differently. They may look different, but they're all doing the same thing. So they all have a lot in common. Did you notice that? Let's keep reading. This is Bruce. Bruce lives in Australia. Oh my, look at that. Bruce is up in the tree reading a letter. And look at his little sister. Oh my goodness, use your eagle eye. Do you see her hanging onto the tree? I hope sister doesn't fall. Here is Ching. He lives in China. He's reading a letter that he probably got in the mail. Do you see him right there? This is Olga. She lives in a country called Russia. She's reading her letter. Ooh, use your eagle eye, friends. Look at the illustration. Do you see some other friends back there ice skating? Boy, that looks like fun, doesn't it? Don't you wish we could ice skate right here in Texas? Here's Ingrid. She lives in a company called Miss Hilaire, a country called Germany. She's taking her letter to the post office. Now, your mom and dad might do that here too. If you need to mail a letter, you could go to the post office to mail it. Here is Geeta. She lives in a country called India. Do you see her mailing her letter in the mailbox? Pablo lives in Spain. Let's look at the illustration here. Oh my, look at Pablo. He's got a whole bunch of letters to mail. Wow, that's a lot of mail. Here's Jose. He lives in Colombia. He's reading a letter that he probably got in the mail. So all of these friends all of these pre-K kids, they live in different parts of the world, but they're all doing something the same. They're either reading a letter they got in the mail, or they're writing a letter and then putting it in a mailbox. In our class, we have all different kinds of friends. Some of your friends look different than you. Some of your friends live in different parts of the world. Some of your friends have mommies and daddies. Some of your friends have just a mommy or just a daddy. But you know what, guys? You can be friends with everybody. You don't have to live in the same place. You don't have to look exactly the same. We can be friends with everybody. Guys, if we all looked the same and we all did things exactly the same way, wouldn't things be very boring? I think so. Now, there are many, many more pages in this book called Like Me and You. But Miss Hilaire wanted to read it to you so that you can remember that friends can come from all different places, can be different than you, and that's okay. You can have fun, be friends, do stuff together. That's the cool part about our world. We're all special. Each one of you is very, very special. You're very unique. That means there's nobody that's just like you. You are special. But we can still all be friends with each other because you know what? We still have a lot in common, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little book called Like Me and You. Good listening, everybody. See you later.